Hey, what's up, everybody? We're gonna do something a little different today. Um, Sorry about the kind of thing in the background's a little distracting. It is nice to be able to see, but since I have the camera at a different angle today, because we're doing something a little different, I'm gonna try working with some acrylics today, just to do some painting. Let me get things situated first. I hope you guys enjoy today's stream. We're going to be doing some painting. Make sure to enjoy the vibes here. I'll try my best to create good vibes. But, you know, if you want to paint with me, want to draw with me, want to just hang out, listen to music, hang out, chat, you know, all that's good. Oop. Oop. Let me just get the chat situated correctly. Open up YouTube Studio and all that. Sub-only mode. The vertical live stream. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try this the best we can. Yeah, so now we got a clock here. Yeah, it's 14:43 right now. Hey, what's up, my pubes? How you doing? What's the drawing gonna be today? We'll find out. We're gonna be doing some painting today. Hopefully that goes well. Probably should have got them before I started the stream, huh? We could try oils, but I want to try the acrylic more. I got some acrylic paint ready to go here. So let me get the palette all situated. What colors? Probably use white. I can tell it's silver. Magenta. Let's see. Let's go with a lemon yellow. And flesh tint. And let's get a Let's just get a cobalt blue. How about probably might be good to just have a solid red and how about a sap? Probably a good color palette for today. This thing. Gotta kind of use this properly. Basically, use this like thing here to like sop up some water. So put some water on it. Water. Probably gonna spill some on it, it's fine. Get it all nice and absorbed and spread through the cloth. It's just water. Okay. And it should be fine, right? Put a piece of paper over it, and that we are out. Where are my brushes? Hello, CJ. What are you doing? Yeah, we're gonna use these brushes. Need to use container to wash off the brushes. I think this is gonna be fine. Okay, like it's a good solid. It's a good solid brush to start with. Why don't we just use this one? Maybe just get some more water on that. There we go. Get that paper nice and soaked. And I gotta see the palette here. Okay, now let's just get the paint situated. I think I need like use a pencil. Just poke through it. Oh, there's a plastic cap. That's what it is. Oh. Okay, now I get it. Let's try to not waste paint. What are we painting? The paintbrush, yes. Pencil is in the paintbrush, but okay. Well, now I know that there's just a plastic cap on the acrylics. It's not dried paint. It's just a plastic cap. Okay, that's good to know. So yeah, now we're figuring it out. Probably good for now. Not use too much paint. Okay, so basically, there's just a plastic cap. You just take it off. Let's start with just white and red for now. Where did I put the brush? Oh, it's in the water. Okay, so let's get this back up here. Probably like right there. Yeah, okay, now I can see it better. You guys aren't gonna get screwed up seeing it. Okay. Okay. Let's just like start with just putting some white on the page. Just trying to figure out how the paint reacts with the brush. I'm like learning information here. This isn't a canvas, but this is pretty thick paper. Just get like a nice like white baseline here. Also gives us a slight indication of the different foreshortening and different shadowing that we can kind of inspire us during this painting. Did a little few pencil marks to kind of get things started. Okay, now how about I mix a little bit of this white with some of the, to get a separate brush that I can use kind of as a separator, or I can use my knife tool. I have other brushes. These are supposed to be oil brushes, but I mean, I could use them for acrylic. Let's use a knife here. Some of the white. I can just mix those together right there, make a new color. Get some more of the white here. Oh, kind of messed up my white. That's okay. Gotta learn how to just be okay with things. Like our friend Bob Ross. Okay, let's ooh, yeah, I got some kind of flowy reddish thing here going. to look at the different ways to like layer the paint. Also keep it like smooth. Yeah, right. I'm just like playing with the page, playing with the brush. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, let's not go there, but pubes. It's a little different than working with pencil or with pens. It's kind of more of like a texture to it. Trying to get volume the best we can, but also trying to learn the tools. I'm not really sure what I'm trying to paint here, but we're just getting the volume, basic gesture, and shapes. Yeah, this paper is just not thick enough, but I don't want to use up one of my canvases. We're just kind of experimenting with the way paint works on the page, and this page, relatively thick paper, but certainly not thick enough if we were to try to make a true rendering. But we're just experimenting, just practicing. So not really concerned too much with how it looks. I'm more concerned with how it works. So we're using this as information to try to learn how to be better with the tool. Just learn how this brush works. Do whatever blending we can. Doing a single color pass before, and let it dry a little bit before we go with probably going with some blue after this, and then some sap green, and then I think then we're gonna go with the more kind of flesh colors. We're gonna go in with the yellow and the flesh and the metallic silver at the end, just on top of it. trying to make volume on the page, trying to make, like, carve out three-dimensional space. Hopefully it evolves as we move forward with this. After this pass, did I wash the brush? Maybe just go in there with some of the watery brush to like kind of blend it a little bit. Maybe like fill in some of the volume, smooth out the edges. Just not worry too much about how wet the paper is. There's paints and water on the page. It'll get wrinkled. We're not worried about making a finished product. This isn't a canvas. I'm just trying to learn how the paint works. Be okay that it's going to be nice and wet. Be okay with it. Accept the medium. Let's probably get the music lowered a bit too. Yeah. I don't have to use all the paint. I'm trying to make use of the amount. If I need to like work with smaller amounts, I think I put a little too much. We could probably add in some more red later on. Okay, let's layer in some blue now. Kind of let this dry a little bit. You're feeling red? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Ben. Let's get before we a little squeeze of blue here. Let's just get the smallest couple of drops like that. I don't need to have like a big giant squeeze. Okay. Plus there's some already on the page too. Just like let the brush do what it does. It does what it do. It does what it do. It do be what it do. It do be do what it do. Yeah, we're not particularly worried about the end product here. I'm just kind of trying to experiment with the paint and the brush. Trying to really feel like what it means in the moment. Kind of maybe just try to still keep volume even with solid colors. Use the brush to create space. Well, there we go. Yeah, now we got that like kind of almost looks like crayon with the sparsity. Light touch. Light touch. Maybe even like just barely touch the page. Layer in some in the foreground. I'm not really worried about what we're making. I'm learning how to let go of the need to have a finished product. Just learning to accept things for what they are. And just enjoy the process and focus on doing something rather than doing something perfectly. Because we're doing something today. It may not be beautiful work, but we're doing something. We're making forward progress. That's what matters. It's information I'm going to use later. And next time we do something like this, I will have more information at my fingertips to do something better. So I'm going to mix some of the red and blue here. So you get like a darker brownish color. Hope you're proud of yourself. Yeah, Marty Jr. I am proud of myself. Now let's get some brown. Get that into the foreground. I don't really know what we're making, but it's okay. Looks great. No, it doesn't. But thanks. Thanks for your confidence. We like that here. You gotta have confidence. Because what looks great is that I'm doing something. That looks great. The picture itself, probably not. But the confidence, that looks beautiful. Confidence by taking action, because be somebody who does stuff. It's really important advice I've heard from in my life. There's people who do stuff and there's people who don't do stuff. You should be somebody who does stuff. People who do stuff usually have doors open for them. They might not have specific things open up, maybe not even, especially not immediately, but people who do stuff get stuff done. Let's get some metallic silver going in there. A small amount of that. Let's first. You're an undoer? An undoer? You're gonna undo things? Too many mediums you work with? Yeah. I mean, I'm just like experimenting, enjoying the flow. I'm trying things out and gaining valuable data, and then we can go back to other mediums and focus on those. Mainly focused on ballpoint and pencil. Those are like my main things. One of the main reasons is just practical. It's much cheaper and much cleaner, especially ballpoint. Okay, let's get this metallic silver going. It kind of gives like a little bit of a flesh color when mixed with the red. Just seeing how it works. It's like the main information I'm gathering from this work. Seeing how the brush works. Seeing how the colors blend. Working with the acrylics. Now there's a little spider or ant or something that went on it, so we don't want to make that a part of our painting. It'll be a little gross. But, you know, if it did, it would add a little texture, and that's just fine. Maybe get something like an indicator of some shadows in the background there. You know, not worrying too much about whether or not my hands get messy. I can wash with soap later. Neo expression, I have no idea. We're not really focused on the end product here. This is a working page. It's me working through how the brush works and working through how the paint mixes and appears on a page. Even though this is not ideal, it's not a canvas. It is just, you know, some somewhat thick paper. You can already tell the getting pretty wet. It's probably going to be all wrinkled when it dries, but we don't really care about the end product. We care about the work. What up, Disabled? What's up, DG? How you doing? We're doing some painting. We've been doing some art streams the past couple of days. I need to get back to getting some honor up because I need that one-hand sword and shield before Outlands launches so that I can have a good, nice, smooth dungeon grind starting out at levels 60 to 70. But I have until Friday to get that done. I could always do it later, but like there's not going to be as many people doing battlegrounds as soon as the level cap increases. So I want to get that done before February 5th, because I just want to be nice and smooth and simple as soon as I start dungeon grinding. I just want to go straight into tanking dungeons. You burned out? Well, you know, you got to slow down. What I've learned about streaming, you want to use it as a supplement to your life, not as a main event. You want to capture your energy when it's at your best. Once it starts to become a drain, it's not serving you anymore. Now it's, you know, if you're making income from it, then that's a different strategy that I can't help you with. But because if that's where your primary source of income is, then you have a responsibility, and I can't help with that, because I treat my stream as a third space where I can hang out and unwind and work through some issues that I have. You got everything except the helmet? Oh, I got all my armor. I just need the one. I got my two-hand weapon first. I got everything except the one-hand sword and shield. So I need like 14k more honor. And then I'm good to go. I don't really care too much about getting all the marks. As long as I have my armor, I can do dungeons. The one-hand shield and one-hand sword and shield for my deep prot warrior for tanking dungeons. And I know how to tank these dungeons. I played them during Wrath of the Lich King, and I played them during Mists of Pandaria. I know how to tank them pretty well. It's gonna have to be, you know, it's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna have to like figure it out again for this new rhythm, but at the same time, it's gonna be pretty simple, and I'm probably gonna be able to get to level 70, just a matter of just grinding those dungeons. You get wrapped up in games, yeah, doing BGs all day. Yeah, it can get pretty tiring. That's why I've been taking a break to do some artwork, so that when I do come in, I'm gonna be nice and fresh. Yeah, I'm very new to working with paintbrush and with paints. Okay, I think it's starting to get like a little muddy. Maybe get some like water over here to like kind of blend a little bit. Cyberpunk? Nice. Yeah, you gotta do something for yourself. Even if you're making money off of streaming, which, I'm not doing that, so I'm just doing my stream for myself. I like to have documentation of my progress as like a way to keep myself energized. Also just being able to like kind of, yeah, slowly get, you know, doing the vertical live streams. I've been getting some, you know, new subscribers and stuff, so it's like that's always good too. Get some growth. Yeah, this is ending up like a little bit like, you know, muddy, but I'm just learning the medium, so not really focused too much on the outcomes. Focused on the process. Yeah, vertical definitely get a lot of new viewers. I've had like an additional like 224 subscribers these past 28 days, so Usually only get like maybe like 40 subscribers a month. And my at least my World of Warcraft streams have been getting like 3,000 to 6,000 views with like sometimes like 60 concurrent viewers. That's insane for my gaming content. Like, that's actually insane. I'm getting like 51-second average view duration, which is also insane. Yeah, for WoW, I mean, I get the most views on WoW. I don't get as much views for stuff like this, but it's okay. I'm not doing this for views. I'm doing this for personal, therapeutic reasons. We're gonna have to finish this up pretty soon, otherwise it's just gonna turn into a big giant, it already is a big giant mush puddle. Okay, so, let's just kind of try to see, you know, maybe add a little bit of definition over here to fill it out. Learning how the brush works, learning how the paint works. I have no idea. It's not supposed to be anything. It's literally just me. This is a working page, not an end product. This is me trying to figure out how the brush works and how the paint works. Yeah. Not so great. What's up, Bulbasaur? How you doing? Yeah, apparently, so, yeah, but now... it's actually kind of, maybe we can do something with the knife. Maybe, okay, let's, get some of that yellow with the knife. Okay, that's probably good. This is like an interesting yellow, too. Oh, I need to also, okay, I forgot to do this with the camera. I'm gonna turn off this bullshit. It's dinner time. I hope we have a good dinner, DGG. DG, not DGG. Not gonna go there. Oh, oops, I forgot to actually put some paint on the palette. Okay, there we go. There we go, yeah, just work with the tool. Not gonna go there. Get it kind of draped in right like that. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Gives a little bit of a kind of shadowy kind of... Yeah. Okay, now let's switch over the brush now. Yeah, it's just kind of getting like really muddy and gross. Not really sure what this is, but like I said, it's just a working page. Trying to figure out what everything is. Okay, and apparently I can store this without it going dry, but we'll see about that. This is the test. You're on your break at work? Saw you were on. Are you playing some WoW? Yeah, I mean, we're going to be playing some WoW later. I need to get 14k honor. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of where it ended up. Maybe it's not so great, but we tried. We did something. It's better than doing nothing, right? I gotta clean up. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Am I gonna get sued by Barney and friends? The dinosaur is gonna show up and they're gonna be like, "You did something that you should not have. You used our property. And now we're going to eat your head off." The Barney Mafia. Yeah, listen to Barney. Listen to Barney. Now shut up, bitch. Let me do my work. Barney and friends are mafia. Okay, put all this stuff away. One day we will do oils on canvas, but we're doing acrylics for now, and we're just kind of using paper because it's just a practice, you know. Okay. big acrylic sets, so I've got plenty of colors to use. Big chances to learn. Unless I could just keep the brushes right in here too. Okay, yeah, that's good to go. Oops. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, not that great, but it is what it is. Huh. Oh, camera froze. What the fuck is it? I don't have no idea, wee woo, but it's okay. We're gonna get through this. I was basically just practicing the brush on the page. Kind of just made it like a muddy mess. But I was trying to figure out how the brushes work, how the paint worked, is acrylic paint. What kind of art is this made? It was basically just a working page trying to figure out how the medium works. We're gonna get to some probably some more work with pencil or ballpoint right now, so basically I'm just learning the mediums and just trying to learn them best I can. I will probably not do acrylic too often. Let me set this aside so it can dry at least. Put it over here. Yeah, that's fine. And what's going on with the desk cam? Oh. There it is. Okay. Okay, now what we're gonna do now, we're gonna switch over to this view here. I think a top-down view is better, so I need to switch over to the top-down view. Probably we'll start using this. Girl spawned from the movie. We might try to do that. Let's get our table situated first. I got what on my shirt? I got ink on my shirt? I got spunk. I think this is good enough. Yes. Okay, what are we gonna do today? Basically, I want to try using the kind of different colored paper. I could do the pink, do the green. Let's do the green. And let's actually use some ballpoint. Get our point across with ballpoint. Try to get the lighting a little bit better. Should be good enough, I think. This needs to be. I need to flip it first of all. There we go. That should be good enough. It's obviously green is not going to really show up, so I mean it's good to have value, but we could always white gel pen as well. Kind of has like a washed look to it. Okay. Spawn? Is that what you meant? How about we start with the blue? Or red, actually. Red is good for like doing 3D. Let's start with blue though to get some kind of guides here. Let's make some containers. Capsules. wedges. Okay. Now we're going to go in for red to get some value here. And we're hanging out in the Ruled Gardens, Grand Duchy of Juno, Grand Duchy. Get my grip here. Take this one. You actually feel like an artist. You have artistry things. You like that? You like that Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat! Mortal Kombat! You made that account when you were 11? So last week? No, I'm just kidding. Wow, yeah, Mortal Kombat gamer. Mortal Kombat on the Sega Genesis. I used to put that thing and slam that thing in my Genesis. I don't even know how many times I got to Goro. Get over here! I really like playing Scorpion. And like Sub-Zero, everybody does. It's like doing a Hadouken. Basically Street Fighter. More or less. Played Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 on Nintendo DS? Hell yeah. Remember by Mortal Kombat 3, it got a little bit crazy. Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat 2 were solid. Those were like the... It was like, it definitely had that like charm to it. It wasn't too complicated. By Mortal Kombat 3, they just started having so many ridiculous things. It was just insane, but it did have its charm as well, but... Babality! You turn them into a baby? I think that was in Mortal Kombat 2, actually, to be fair. Original Mortal Kombat was just, I don't know, I put that thing into my Sega Genesis so many times. Same with like Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic and Knuckles was like a big deal. I didn't actually own that. My friend across the street had it, and I borrowed it a few times. I think, maybe. Hey, what's up? You like the drawing? Just like kind of exploring over time. I think a lot of artists, especially on YouTube and such, try to perform. I think it's natural. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just, I think it's natural to want to put your best foot forward, but I'm interested in long-term growth. And so I'm going to focus on experimenting live on the page, seeing how the tools work, seeing how different shading techniques impact things, and what my natural tendencies are, how the, you know, like how my understanding of volume shapes up, pun not intended. And so just trying to learn like how things work. And it's gonna look really messy. It's not gonna look super polished. You're not gonna see any like drawing tutorials, you know, super polished edited content. But maybe eventually I will get strong enough as an artist to be able to do that, and do it naturally without pressuring myself with, you know, the need to perform. You know, because I think like it's so like you want to hit the algorithm right. You want everyone to think that you're amazing, and so like that holds you back though, because then you're not pushing yourself. Like learning requires the ability to just push yourself even when it looks bad, especially when it looks bad. Because what that does is it teaches you to get rid of that fear and to just, you know, truly explore. Because when you explore, that's when shit gets done. It's gonna look really messy, and it's not gonna look like something that you would put up on Instagram, you know, but it's gonna look like something that is doing a job, which is it's training me how to become a better artist. It may not look like it right away, and you know, maybe you guys can notice over time on my channel like how my work grows over time, but you know, myself as well, I can look and I can see, okay, like how was I in February, you know, how have I been after this past 3 months, you know, like I want to see how far I can go in 3 months, look at my process. And that keeps me going too, knowing that I see progress in real time, but also every now and then periodically look at the bigger picture, like, you know, check out every stream, like a stream from the beginning, and then look at the latest stream and see like, you know, what I was doing then versus what I'm doing at that time. And so, you know, I feel like, yeah, I'm kind of pre-programmed for long-term growth, which makes me a slow learner and a slow burn. So basically, it doesn't make the best content. We might not have like millions of viewers, but I think over time, I will find my authentic voice as a content creator, and I think that will pay dividends. Because otherwise I'm just chasing the algorithm, I'm chasing trends, I'm pretending to be something, you know, perfectly curated and edited on camera. That can't really last, because all it takes is one thing to go wrong and it derails your entire thing. Or maybe not, that's not so bad, but that's not how I really operate. Yeah, steady and consistent progress. That's what it's all about. Sometimes I think I'm trying to learn how I learn. And I learn a little slower than most people. Maybe too slow for some, but you know, sometimes you're not really going to please everybody. And maybe they'll even come back and they'll see, you know, when I'm good enough for them in their opinion. So, you know, I don't blame them. I'm not like a super crazy talented artist. I haven't really made any I haven't made any real work yet. But hopefully we can kind of figure that out organically as time goes on. I can readjust, you know, as time goes on. Maybe I'll actually get some work completed, like an actual project. I'd like to make a graphic novel at some point. I am a writer, and I'd like to make... I have some ideas that might work really well for graphic novel, even though I'm a novelist. I'm trying to finish my novel in short stories. I think there might be a few ideas that might actually work better as a graphic novel, so... I want to get those ideas out, and so I need the technical ability to be able to express myself the way I want to. So it's going to be a long time before I have that technical ability, but I'm going to keep trying. You don't learn by just waiting some predetermined amount of time. You just learn iteratively. You do a little bit here and there every day until I'm like at a point where I can express freely, and then I'll know what that is when I get there. But right now I'm just exploring and learning technical ability over time, not really having a plan, just kind of seeing where my hand takes me. I don't know. It's work in progress. Yeah, this is drying out. Yeah, this is what we got earlier. My acrylic paints. I'm not really sure what it is. It's something, I guess. Yeah, so I don't know. I was just learning how the acrylic paint works and how the brushes work. I think I'm gonna take a break for now. I'm getting a little tired. I'm gonna be back later to just, you know, chill and play some World of Warcraft. I might draw later, but mostly I think I need to not burn myself out, so I feel energized, but also right now I feel tired. I did have a couple of meetings today, so kind of have to, you know, be mindful of my energy. Anyway.